65 people have been arrested during a climate change protest in Perth. It was the last day of a week of global demonstrations by activist group Extinction Rebellion.
On the final day of rebellion, hundreds of protesters swarmed Perth's CBD. The rally started with a march but ended with a sit-down. This major intersection brought to a standstill as activists called for action. Extinction Rebellion wants the government to act on climate change, including reducing emissions to zero by 2025.
I have granddaughters. I want them to be safe. I want our government to act on the climate crisis we're now facing.
The group's plan for this protest was for mass disruption, and it worked. Despite warnings to move on, dozens of people were arrested. The crowd cheering as protesters were put into police vans.
These are people who feel so strongly about, the danger that we are in. They're so worried about their children's future, worried that we may not even have a future, that they're prepared to make that sacrifice and do that for something that they really care about.
We have to take every action we can to wake our so-called leaders up and send a clear message that action is required now.
Protests occurred across the country. In Melbourne, activists descended on the offices of mining giant BHP, blocking the entrance to its global headquarters and calling the company climate criminals. At Manly Beach in Sydney, protesters buried their heads in the sand in a symbolic gesture, calling out the nation's politicians. While in Brisbane, Extinction Rebellion took over William Jolly Bridge, shutting down the major thoroughfare.
Given that we have this privilege, we sort of have an obligation to stand up and say something because we have this opportunity that other people don't.
Emily Evans, Sky News.